Okay, you're all set.
So the whole idea for this Zoom is to get you guys used to making reels that aren't reinventing the wheel, that are using it's like a super simple formula that I just kind of figured out on my own that I saw some leaders doing. I'm like, that's like the same thing that I just saw. That's the same thing that I just saw when I go to their page to get ideas. And so I'm like, okay, well, this is actually genius because it's working. Like they kept doing, very similar reels with the same before and afters with different sounds and different little snippets in the beginning, but same reel for the rest of it, right? Same before and afters. And so, but it was all getting views and all getting comments. And so it's like, okay, yeah, that works. Let's do it, right? And it's like working smarter, not harder, because this simple formula just helps you like have this tool in your tool belt where you can just do like a 3 to 5 second clip in the beginning and then have the rest of your reel already made for you and you continue to use it. So what I did is I start personally in TikTok. You can start in Instagram if you want, but what I'm doing, and you can do this in the beginning if you want, just like I'm doing, but once you learn what I'm doing, you can also use this same formula if you have before and after pictures that you want to use. It really helps to have before and after videos for this format too, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So let me see if I can share my screen. I've never done this on a phone. So
There you go.
what
It's
is
working.
it? What does it look like? Like, what
Um,
do you guys see?
now we just see your like what your phone would look like.
You see Jessica's
Yep.
TikTok?
Uh-huh.
Okay, sweet. So this is where I'm starting. So I'm going to hit this arrow on the bottom right, and then I'm just going to go copy link, and then I'm going to go over to my TikTok download, the purple one. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to download it. And if you've never done this, it's really nice to get the watermark off.
Oh gosh. That thing.
What?
Oh no, Jen, it's me.
Oh, there's
Sorry.
all these pop-ups. So if you've never done that, this download to get the watermark off of your Instagram or your TikTok, there's all those
Oh,
pop-ups that you
that's
just gotta
good.
wait white screen. And then you just click the arrow and then you click save video. And then all of a sudden it's in your camera roll. It's right there. So what we're gonna do is we're basically going to take this, the ending of this, because like I said, when you get used to doing them yourself, you're gonna be and get this formula, you're gonna be able to implement before and afters right here of your own, and before and afters like even video clips that you have of yourself or clients or whatever if they send you video clips. But for the sake, we're gonna pretend that we're new and we don't have any clips or before and afters, right? So we're just gonna use this, those before and afters, and we're just gonna go. And so in our drafts is where we're going to go take some popular sounds. So here's my TikTok page, here's my drafts. And then I'm going to go right here. And this is the beginning of that same sound, right? So instead of her, I did myself to the same sound and stopped myself. So, and then I'm just going to clip her out. Ah, do you guys see what I did there?
Yeah, that's actually genius.
Right?
I did not know how to
So
do this. I
cool.
feel like Nicole and Carly were trying to teach me, but I could not figure
Yeah.
out how to get the watermark out of it because I didn't even know about that. What? Okay, hold on. Backtrack for 1 second, Jen. What's the TikTok download?
Well,
Is that what it's called? Is TikTok
yes.
download? Okay. I
I'll
want to
show you
make sure
guys
I
in a
had it
minute,
right.
but first,
Oh, I love
I
that, Jen.
yes, so I have all the text for a bunch of them, you guys, saved. So like I have screen text here, and then um, you know, for the before and after, you put bloating before, and then the next slide you'll put after, and then weight gain before and bloating before, and then after, and then your caption will be this. And so for that one, it was, what did we do? Yeah, it was this one. So just take your caption here, input, next, and then we'll figure that out, you know, in a second. And then you take, because I cut her off in the beginning, right? And so I need to do that POV in the beginning. And so we go back to this clip and stop, add text. This is so goofy doing it with people. Like, I'm so used to just kind of whipping through it, but trying to talk at the same time.
No, it's perfect.
So lower that down and then be sure to time it. Makes sense. And then let's see if that works. See? But she didn't do, so you want your text to match. At least I do. I'm kind of funny like that. So I'm going to get rid of the
Let me see.
border, if that makes sense, because hers had black and white, or just white. Yeah. So simple. But let's see, the audio goes to the same thing. So yeah, now my reel is just done. And so I just need to get rid of, like, I had it in my notes section to keep it organized, you know. But I think I have to fix it to where it will show up better on TikTok. Because in your notes, when you do,
Yeah, when it pastes.
the formatting, yeah, it just pastes kind of funky. So I think this just had a star. Yeah. And then I think this had, I don't know, some kind of cute bubbles. I like this. We'll go with that. And so, yeah, and then I would just make the cover. I like that. And then I would just save and post. But the whole idea is to get a bunch of those saved in your draft. So every day you have something new to post. So, so yeah, you guys saw how I did that. And then one thing that I love to do too is I'll go, so you can see how I went to Sam's page and a bunch of Jessica's. And so I just went to her page and found a bunch that I liked, like the product ones, right? And then I just click this save button, so it's saved to my favorites. And then that way, when I go to make this beginning part, I can simply just go to that and here, I'll show you. So you click a bunch of them that you want to save and replicate. And then when you're ready to do them and make your drafts, you just go to you're at your home page. You just go to your bookmark and then you just go to the one you want to replicate, click on the sound, click use sound, and then you just wait for the sound to load. And then, you know, record the beginning, you know, snippet, and then save that to your drafts. And then that way you can go back to your drafts, use your snippet, and is this making sense?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, it's genius. Danny,
Okay.
so it takes the watermark off when you use, it's called TikTok download, she said. So you know how we
Yes.
use Snap Insta to like copy our reel with sound off of Instagram so that we can post it like on TikTok or on Facebook or whatnot? That TikTok download allows you to pretty much do the same thing off of anyone's TikTok video, but it saves it without the watermarks. Because if you went to like screen record it, it would show, like it would have the little TikTok symbol, but with Jess's name on it. So it removes that so that way you can steal that video instead of like trying to screenshot it or do whatever, which is so awesome because you guys, this is the thing. Like you can do like you want to get creative with reels, like you can do that. But the thing is it doesn't even have to be like that. And the cool thing is that what we're looking for is duplicatable. And that is so duplicatable, even for the new people who have no content yet or have no before and afters or anything like that. And so
Okay, so I'm gonna show you a quick tip. I don't know how to mute
I got it.
Okay, she got it. Okay, so I'm gonna click share my screen so you guys can see what I easily do for those download sites. And I'll make sure that we have a folder. You know what? In our boards, I'll just create another folder that has like everything that I had in my notes. So like I'll just share my screen and show you what it will look like.
Jen, you're so organized. This is what I love.
Right. You have to be. And especially if you're like, I'm at the point where I'm just wanting to whip a bunch out because I know that's where the growth is. But at the same time, it's like,
Is.
I want to work smarter, not harder. And they can be overwhelming, like to start in the first place. And so it's
Mhm.
like, how do I make this easier for myself? So I will make a board that has reels, and then in that section of the boards, it will have folders, and like one folder will be for product with self and someone else, and then it'll have another section that will have the screen text, and then it will have the caption text, and so that will just be done for you. You know what I mean? And then we'll
Yeah.
have one for it's completely someone else, not you and someone else. It's just your client. POV, the morning trio gives your client the biggest glow up. So you don't even have to be in like in the before
Yes.
and afters in this one. It's so easy. And then a business one,
Yes.
I'll put that. And then I'll do a giveaway one too. So I think this will be awesome. And in that same folder, you guys, I'll put a section that has the downloads. And so you'll be able to have the TikTok download and the Snap Insta all in. And then there's an FB downloader too. If you find like you did a reel last year and you're like, oh, I want to get that, and it came
Mhm.
up in your memories. That's what I had to do recently. So I'll put those in our boards as well. But I
I'm
wanted
just
to
gonna keep.
show you, hold on, right here. So we're just gonna make this like right now. I'm just gonna show you how easy this is. Can you guys see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to make it really short. Yeah, I kind of think that's a good place to stop. So I'll just do this, and like she was drinking or something. I'm just gonna. And that's it. And it's not all that awesome. I don't even really care. And so then I'm gonna go to. Did I do this? Okay, yeah. So this will be in your boards for you guys. So it'll be super easy while you're in there. You don't have to go to your notes. You'll just have to go to your board and then paste it. And then I'm gonna go get the caption. And again, like you won't have to go back and forth between boards and or notes and TikTok. It'll just be in your boards. So it'll just stay in the app. And I think maybe this was right there. I don't know what emoji that was, but that And then, you can add some hashtags if you want. And then I like to kind of make it like some kind of intriguing cover. Like maybe I'm talking about my lip gloss. I don't know. That's the thing that they're going to see first is the cover when they scroll, and then save. And then let's see, drafts. So now I have both of those just ready and done in my drafts. And like, did you guys see how long that took me?
Like 10
Like,
minutes, if that.
no, if that, like to make that last one, like
Yeah.
that took like 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
No, for real. And so here's,
So
oh, go ahead.
no, yeah, go for it.
No, I think here's the thing, you guys, with reels, okay? First of all, we can't overthink them, and you do want to mass produce them, and you have no idea when the lifespan of that sucker is going to take off or when it's going to stop or whatever. So the thing is like there's a few things that I want us to let go of that I've had to let go of myself. So like I had to learn this, right? First of all, it's not about perfectionism. We already know that. You guys, it's just about being present. Like there's days or even like right now, like I save posts, we can save reels, we do the same thing, right? Like if Jen has a bomb business post, why am I going to go like try to think of my own? Like I'm going to save that and I'm not going to post it on the same day as Jen, but I'm going to come back and maybe like reuse it in a week, or I'm going to even my saved posts or saved reels, you guys, like I'm going to go.
That's funny because like I literally just saw your post. Maybe it was from earlier today, maybe it was from yesterday, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use that tonight.
Yeah. Like, but the thing is like Jen has completely different people than I have. And Nicole has completely different people than whoever. And the thing is that even if you do share some, it doesn't matter. You guys, people are seeing things 5 days later. I'm having Facebook posts take off 5 days later from like, I literally posted 5 days ago. Okay. So just how we had to let go of like likes and comments, you have to show up and you have to focus on doing the things that you can control. And that is really the actions. And so here's the wonderful thing about reels. And Jen and I were talking about this. Like, Jen, you just simplified that so much for me that I'm like, oh shit, I can do that. And I've already been like
Right?
starting to clip at a pretty good pace with my reels. Honestly, you guys, I love them because I'm like, I think you get to do more video stuff, which I like anyways. So I'm in my stories daily. That's the other thing. If you do stories, which you should be, you guys, that is where I get, honestly, I would say almost 70 some percent of my pull in. So whether it seems like a follow up to somebody or whatever, that then my others is like posts, right? And reels and different things. But honestly, you guys, like you have to focus on what you can control. And then the next thing is, so that's the actions that we take, right? Like that's posting, that's reels, that's whatever. The other thing is you have to be open to what is working and working fast because that is smart. Right. And so reels is where it's at. Like if you know that you are not going in or you're not doing host to post religiously to grow your network, and you are not going and friending however many people on Facebook and Instagram every day, you have to be doing reels. Like you have to be growing your network in some way. And so what I want to share with you guys is as I've started doing this, and I want to tell you this is all honesty here. Like I don't even do one every single day, but I bet you I pop off one about every 2 to 3 days right now. I'm going to get better because Jen just showed me how to be faster. But you guys, my accounts reach has tripled. Like it's almost close to over like 10 some thousand in like a 30-day span, right? Like on Instagram, it tells you like this is how many people or whatever it is. And then the cool thing is that even though I don't do TikTok, like Jen posted on there and it says, come message me on Instagram. So like you go and save it. Yeah, I'm going to go freaking share it to Facebook and I'm going to go share it to TikTok because at the end of the day, you've created it. It doesn't matter. Like some people do Facebook more, some people do TikTok more. It doesn't matter where your people are coming from. You just need people coming in. Like, and that is like, I feel like that's the hardest part is people need to understand, you guys, we're marketing, right? So you have to be posting something or sharing some sort of content, but then we're networking and that means talking to people. It means talking to new people every single day. And so the cool thing about this is that in this business, you will never run out of people. But that is if you are willing to grow your network. So you need to ask yourself, are you a host to post queen? Yeah, I can see our team is not host to post queens. Do we use it and does it work? 100%, but we're not like queens at it. Like some of the teams, that's all they do, right? Our team, I think, likes to be a little more creative, and that's just kind of how we are, or we feel more genuine with how we're doing those things. And so reels, I feel like we could be a team that are like real queens, right? Like between Instagram, Facebook,
And
all that
so
stuff.
I want to pause you on that. And I'm at like 7% battery. I forgot my charger on a trip my husband and I took last night. So we probably only have 10 minutes left, but I do want to keep it short, because when people watch the replays, it's
Yeah.
easier to, tune into 30 minutes.
Mhm.
But so I wanted to touch on what you said about, you know, posting on TikTok, sharing it to Instagram, sharing it to Facebook. It's true that, like, put it everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
Like, I remember Jackie Deering saying one time, like, I want to be like the stench that you just can't get rid of. Like, I want to be everywhere. Like, she said it in a much funnier way, but it was hilarious. Like, you never know, like, how it's gonna take off or not. And so
Mhm.
for example, my TikTok, the like last year and the year before, was like blowing up. My views were in thousands and thousands, thousands. But for some reason, who knows, it like they're in the hundreds now. But my Instagram has, you know, videos going in the millions. And so it's like, and then Facebook, a couple like last year, they were in the millions and like hundreds of thousands of views. And so it just kind of fluctuates, and it's the same exact video. Like,
Mhm.
there's one video, for example, I posted it on TikTok, and it stayed around 100 views. Like, a couple minutes later, posted it on Instagram, and it's still in the millions, and it's still going, and that was like a month ago. And so you just never know. And
Mhm.
so post it everywhere. And I just had a brain fart. Oh, and I'm gonna add to the board's reel section too, a few accounts where I get inspiration, like Jess's account, a link to her TikTok, so you can easily just go there and, find content that you want to save to replicate the beginnings. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then also, speaking of HAP, since, there's a lot of us that are more creative, to get on the HAP, bandwagon, oftentimes I don't love messaging for HAP. And I've gotten a little bit leery about getting the giveaway posts up, because I've seen like so many spammers spam my comments on my giveaway posts, or I've seen, just funky stuff happen on Facebook. And so I have seen Sam Bowers really blow up HAP with simple reels. And I've seen how she does it. She starts it in TikTok, and it's the most simple giveaway. And I'll have all of that text and whatnot in our board as well, in a giveaway section under reels. But it's literally just a tune, and you could be doing lip gloss like I just did, but the text is going to say, I'm giving away da 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 on da da da. Share the flag for your country for an entry, for a chance to win. And literally, people are you just share the flag, and if it's on, TikTok, you're going to reply to every single comment, which is kind of annoying, but as you comment, it boosts in the algorithm, right? Boost your video back up, and you're going to reply and just say, hey, and I'll put the reply in the board as well, but something like, here, do you want to just go and I'll show you how she's doing it, and you can see like how she's replying to every single
Yeah.
comment. She filters them back into Instagram, and then she has them share the simple Instagram HAP, like in their stories. And the HAP is so simple. You guys just change the story slide that you give people to have your name and your phone number. And literally, like, when I was doing this, I had people texting me gummies, because you just the call to action at the bottom of the slide is just text gummies to this number
Mm-hmm.
for details. It's so simple. But
But
here, show you. Sam,
simplicity is where it's at, man.
do you guys have my screen?
Yep, we can see you.
Okay. There's
We get a little controversy.
right here.
I know it breaks your heart. Moved to the city and I broke down crying. 4 years, no calls. Now I'm looking pretty in a
I mean, super simple. And then comments. They just comment their state, and then this is the response. Right? And so she has the response saved in her boards, so she's not like typing that out every single time, but she's replying to every single comment, and then they're going to message her June. And so when they message her June, she, you know, of course, has the response on what to say back. Hey, thanks for the message. I'm excited to get you entered, you know, and we'll I'll have that all in there too. Like when they message you June on Insta, like that's what you'll say. Like, thanks for the message. I'm excited to get you entered. All you have to do is pop up this photo that I'm gonna send into your story, tag me, and you're entered.
Yeah. And this is what I want to do say is you guys, I wanted to see when you showed Jen, but you don't want to put money or like the money symbol, like the dollar sign in the text on your reels because it will instantly get flagged as like spam stuff or like you're offering something because they can't guarantee that you're really going to pay it out. So did you see on there? And that was a perfect example because she didn't even say what the giveaway is. She didn't, there's no amount, there's no dollar symbol, there's nothing. So as we've gotten more into reels, there are certain things like that that you just can't list, you guys. So otherwise it's going to just like instantly take it off and they won't even let you post it. So, but that's usually what it is. So I just wanted to put that out there so that we know that too. So again, it's like,
I didn't know that. That's
yeah,
so
it is because
helpful. I was wondering
Quita,
why she didn't put the amount.
because Quita and I and Vanessa, we were doing another one for just even, it was like an opportunity. And we had to figure out, like, we were all like, I'd go on there and it was like, didn't even post. And I'm like, what in the world? And then we finally like took some of the numbers and the dollar signs. So sometimes you guys, even if you want to put it, you could put like 800, but you would just put 800 and not like the dollar sign and $800. So, and that's why they've just kept even their wording super simple. Like, and it's like, you may think like, oh, I want to go make my own wording, but you don't have to. And the truth is that's the wording that's not getting flagged right now. So that's what we need to use, right? I saw another one, Jen,
Yeah.
and I might send it over to you. And it's just like, it's even like kind of for moms on our team, right? Like it's fine if you're not a mom yet, whatever, you don't need to be. But there's also one that's just like, where are my moms at that are looking for more flexibility of time, don't want to miss your sporting events, like, you know, that kind of thing. And it's just like the same thing. And really between those two that you shared for the opportunity and that one, like you need nothing else. The goal is
Yeah.
just to pull them in and get them to your messenger. And so that's the thing, like you have to know where you want to filter. For me, mine's Instagram and text message. So that's where I'll be. And you have to just kind of decide for yourself where that is. But you guys, this is so simple. And honestly, Reels, I feel like it's always a little bit more fun than even like getting the perfect picture or like finding the perfect words for
Yeah.
posting, right? Like it's just like it's what people want and they want the real thing. And even if you're like, I want to just share this, like if you're not comfortable like singing or voicing, or you're like, God, I look weird, or my facial expressions totally suck, you know, just like be making your morning coffee. Or like Jen said, be like doing your lip gloss, or just like you don't even have to be singing in the thing.
There's
that I wanted to share too that's super helpful if you don't want to do that. Just prop up your phone, like if you're making your coffee or making some kind of drink or whatever, or even if you're folding laundry, seriously.
Yes.
You don't even have to
Right.
look at the camera. It can be like you put it at like your best angle, like whatever that, wherever that is, left
Yeah.
or right or whatever, and prop up your phone on your phone stand or something and put it on time lapse.
Mm-hmm.
Because time lapse, you can slow down the speed when you're in your editing for like videos like the giveaway one or the business one. and you're imagine yourself just sitting there folding some laundry and you don't even have to look at the camera. And it's like that is I feel like that's something that stops people's attention, like, oh, what is she doing? Because you're doing something,
Mhm.
right? And just adds more like interest.
Yeah. And it can be anything. Like I watch reels, you guys,
I
of like
can't hear you.
women. You can't? Can you hear me now?
Barely.
Oh, that's weird. I'm not muted.
Oh,
Um,
oh, something.
but the other thing is like I watch reels, you guys, sometimes of moms like literally doing dishes and getting their kitchen clean. Like, so, oh yeah, Jen, your phone might be dying.
4%.
Okay, but it's just the same thing. So you can be like, I tell Danny this all the time. Danny cooks a lot, and so I'm just using her as an example. Quita, I always tell her, I'm like, you can be making your Trader Joe's meal or your breakfast. Like Quita's breakfast always look amazing, right? Um, Nicole's usually doing smoothies. I'm like, you guys, it can literally just be stuff like that. Like you don't even have to be singing into it or doing anything. Like for me, I use my kids a lot, or you could be like walking your dog, or Quita's always getting steps in. It could be like your view while you're on your walk. So I think more than anything, we just have to know it doesn't need to be new wording. We have to think of like these tiny 5-second videos and knowing too,
Mhm.
like this is how we go and get clear video of these before and afters of other people in our company. And just know too, like as a team, I want to put out content that you guys can go do this same exact thing, like where you can steal a video. So like I just did one on the morning trio, right? It's easy. We have a pack for it now. I'm not like putting things together. And so it's like you could literally go get it and there's before and afters that are already in there. Like, and you could take that and they're like, the measurement, but it was not as easy as what Jen just showed us. It took me a hot second. So this is way easier. So that's
Yeah.
so awesome. I think you kind of blew some of our minds. I'm not gonna lie, because I did not know how to do that.
I
I'm
was
not gonna,
like, I bet, they have their own video snippets, and so they're doing the
uh-huh.
adding each video, but I'm like, I can take this whole video and crop it.
Well, and you know what? Here's the other thing too. Like, you guys, health is always a journey. Like, we're going back and forth. Like, sometimes we're vacationing, we come back, we're bloated. Like, so for me, I'm thinking, shit, like, I lost, my weight and did all that when I was doing the 30-day drop and I was like a tester for it, right? But the truth is, like, I could come back from my lake trip here and I may feel like way bloated when I get home. And it's like, now I can go and be like, I'm going to get my video now, right? Like, so that's the other thing when you take out of this, outside of having this bomb boards that Jen is going to have for us, but like know that you want to take videos and you do want your own stuff, because like no one loves their before, but that's not the point of it, right? It's like we're all human, we all have a starting point, and that's relatable. Like I say that even whether it's your before and afters or this business, right? Like people, that's what they relate to most. They don't give a crap what I did in 12 years. Like that's why we don't talk about it a lot, So just think about that too. Like if you're coming back on a trip or after the 4th or whatever, I'm sure we all after the 4th could be like, hey, here's some nice bloating. And then all of a sudden within
Mhm.
a little bit of time of using our products and being consistent, it's like, and what's crazy is that video you can use over and over and over again, or we will all have one. And you guys, it can make you millions. Like that's what's insane about that. And the other thing I just want to say, Jen, really quick, is that you guys, we always led with the products. I still very much so lead with the products because they're just like a game changer. And I feel like so many times people are like, I wouldn't be good at this business, right? But the thing is like, I just want you to know that as you're using these reels and you're talking about the products, it is as simple as letting somebody know or asking them like, hey, I just want to ask you, like, are you interested in making some extra income while using these products? Because what you're about to order right now, technically commission qualifies you, which means you could become a distributor and you could use the products, share them, and you can make extra income. So like, know that you should be asking that with every single conversation that you're having before you sign up a Perks member. Like it has never pushed any of my Perks members away. Like they'll just either be like, wait a minute, tell me more about it. Or they're like, no, I want to start here first and start with the products. Cool. Like it's a win-win for you either way, right? But now that person, because I've asked them, like they go on my potentials list. So I also want us to remember that too, is like there's so much power in these before and afters in these products, which is why we want to push it out to as many people as possible, because it's also kind of like that open door to be bringing in those distributors. Y'all, do you have any questions? Jen, do you have any? Jen's at like probably 2% right now.
I think I'm at 4, still maybe
Okay.
3.
Okay.
Yeah, do you guys have any questions? Because yeah, so basically it's the beginning video, part of the video to a different sound every time, and then you just add the rest of it. And you're just using a different sound with a different beginning.
Yeah,
That's it.
literally.
For the product ones, the product ones. But and the same thing with the business and the giveaway ones too. Like you can do the same words, just different sounds, and maybe doing something different, folding laundry, putting on lip gloss, going for a walk, doing your dishes. There's just so many different things that we can do to, create interest.
For sure. Freaking love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you
No
so
questions?
much. Yeah, do you
Is there
guys have questions?
questions?
No, I was kind of like asking you as you went through there. Let me see. No, Jen, everyone's like,
Perfect.
I think we're all mind blown right now.
Perfect. Yay.
Okay. Thank
If
you
they
so
come up,
much.
just ask in our chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Thank you. Good night, you guys.
Good night, you guys. Bye.